Hi and welcome to this DCP web tutorial. In today's tutorial I'm going to show you how to use series filling in Microsoft Excel Office 365. So let's go ahead and open up Excel. So I'm using Office 365. I'll click on blank workbook and I want to show you about series filling. So I often use series filling when I'm creating Excel spreadsheets and I need to get a sequence. Normally it's used in sequences of data, right? Where you know, like for example, January, February, March, April, May, you know the months of the year, but you really want to type in all of the 12 months of the year. You probably don't want to do that, right? So if you type in Jan in this first cell, so that represents January, Excel understands that this is going to be a date. And what you can do is move your mouse cursor. Let's zoom in here a bit. You can use your mouse cursor and move it to the bottom right hand corner. And when you move your mouse cursor, it will change shape to this black X, and we'll left click and hold down the left mouse button and drag down to 12. Now we've got January to December here. So that's done pretty quickly, right? And you could go and do something like the first, like the first 2019. So this is a date, and we want to fill in some dates in this column here. So all we do is do the same thing. We can just drag down and it will give us all of the dates. So we'll increment it by one day. You can see 12 here, right? If I zoom out a little bit here and keep dragging down, it's going to get to the next month. So it's 21st of January, 30th of January, and then it will go to here's the 30th of January, then it will go to the 31st, and then it will go straight over and move to the February, right? So you can imagine you can fill out quite quickly all the days in a year or in a given set of months quite quickly. So I use that quite often when I'm working with maybe doing some sort of bookkeeping spreadsheets or working in some sort of date information where I need to put in lots of dates. So these are months, these are dates. Sometimes you just want to do numbers, right? So you can type in number 1 and then you can just series fill that as well. When I drag down here, you can see it's put 1s in all of them. Now Excel kind of assumes that that's what you want to do, but you can click on this box here and you can say series fill series here, and then it will change it to all of the digits 1 to 15. Let's set it to 1 to 20. So here you can see the numbers here. You can also do like 001, and when I type in 001, you'll notice that it's just switched back to 1. So if we click here and go to format cells, we can go to number and 2 decimal places. So let's set it to, let's leave it at 1.00, and we can series fill numbers like that as well. And then we can go here and we can say fill series, and then we can have decimal points afterwards. We should in theory be able to, let's see, let's do 1.01, and let's try and series fill that, and then click series fill, and that works as well. So you can series fill by numbers, by decimal places as well. So you can do quite a lot of diverse things in Excel with series filling. The other one I use sometimes is something like an invoice number. So I could do something like DCP 0001, right? So that becomes an invoice number. So that's 4-digit invoice number. And if I want DCP invoice number 2 and 3 and 4, I can series fill that as well. And now I've got all of the invoice numbers generated for me quite quickly. So sometimes I use that, I use that quite often actually when I'm doing my bookkeeping. If I want to, I can generate thousands of invoice numbers quite quickly without ever having to type in anything. So if that was my next invoice number 0041, I could sit here and type it in, or I could just drag down one and then I've got my invoice number there. So I can cut and paste that into another document, or I can use that on the row item for that particular invoice. So that's how I use series filling quite often in Excel. This is not, a visual example. This is more of a information of how to use it. And in later tutorials in Excel, I'll show you more advanced sort of series filling options that we can use, especially when we're creating bar graphs and charts and stuff like that. And we want to create a quick chart, maybe how much revenue we've generated for a given set of months. We can do that quite quickly using Excel, using series filling and some basic data entry. So that's how you go about using series filling in Excel. We'll close this down. That's the end of this tutorial. I hope you find it useful, and I look forward to seeing you on the next DCP web tutorial.